Attention all you New Yorkers. Excuse me. Taxi.
Okay, man, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
Sunday morning. With us today is Tom DiNapoli, the Comptroller of the State of New York, who has done a terrific job for so many years. Well, Tom DiNapoli, how many years have you been Comptroller now?
Oh, 19, John. 19th anniversary this year.
That is wonderful. And tell us, I mean, you've always done a great job for that, and you're almost a bipartisan person. I've never heard anybody say a bad thing about you. Tell us how our pensions are going for New York State.
Well, I appreciate you saying that, John, because, the Comptroller's office has to be above the day-to-day politics, and we try very hard to keep it that way. Great news on the pension fund. We released this week our estimated value as of the end of the calendar year, 2025, and we are now up to $297.8 billion, an historic high, so we're benefiting from the market staying very, very strong. We value our fund on March 31st, John, so we still have a ways to go to see what our actual final number will be, but at the rate we're going, we're certainly headed for a double-digit positive return. I certainly hope that holds up between now and the end of March. Keep in mind, though, our payments are significant. Actually, last year we paid out $16.8 billion in benefits to New York retirees. So our payouts are getting higher, but the fund continues to grow, and that's the strength of our diversified portfolio.
So, I mean, I got a good mark in mathematics. If you paid out $16 million on $300 billion, or $16 billion on $300 billion, that's about a little more than 5%. So that means anything you earn above 5%, you're building up a reserve.
Exactly right. And, John, we have a more conservative assumed rate of return. So our assumed rate of return is 5.9. We think that's a more realistic number. Many pension funds have a much higher assumed rate of return, and they often have to make riskier investment choices to try to get that higher return. By having that 5.9, we really have been able to maintain a virtually fully funded pension plan. Many states that have real issues with their finances. You look at a state like Illinois in past years, Jersey. It's often because they have significant unfunded pension liabilities. That's not something we've allowed to happen in New York, and so we're able to send out those pension checks, secure the retirements of our retirees today and the ones that are going to retire in the near future, and still grow the fund.
Tom, there's so many people that put pressure on state controllers and for politics. Have you been able to avoid being involved in a political upheaval?
Well, I always remind everyone, our obligation is to secure the pensions and the retirement benefits of our 1.2 million members. And we can't manage the pension fund based on the politics of the day. You're absolutely right. We have people calling upon us to, divest from this, divest from that. It's interesting. It's usually not where to invest. It's where not to invest. And we always, try to do the responsible thing with where we're putting our money. If there are companies we're invested in where perhaps we're not happy with all their corporate practices, we do press them, we do engage with them. But at the end of the day, our moral obligation is to the retirees, and by extension, John, but the taxpayers as well, because those pensions are funded by employee contributions, government contributions, which is taxpayer dollars, and of course, the investment return. And you look back historically, about 75% of how we pay for these pension benefits is from our investments. But we still have to keep as our first priority managing the fund for the benefit of the members, getting the best return consistent with what our long-term goal is. We have to keep the politics out.
I agree with you 110%. Well, Tom DiNapoli, 19 years. You've done a terrific job, and thank you for what you do for New York City, New York State, for New York State pensions. And God bless you, and God bless America, and you certainly have my vote.
Oh, thank you, John. You've been a great friend, and thank you for what you do to always inform New Yorkers about what's happening out there.
God bless, and have a great rest of the weekend.
Thanks.